Yes. Good morning, everybody listening to me out there. And it's another beautiful Monday morning. And we thank God for grace. We thank God for life. How's your week been? I'm sure everybody is living large and living fine. We know the economy is not smiling, but what can we do? We have nothing to do than to just thank God for life. That's the most important thing. I'm back again. My name still remains Ebenezer. My friends call me the Senator. And we'll be discussing our program we have for today, which is titled Learner's Spectrum, where we'll talk about entertainment, education, you know, tourism, and even many other informations that can be beneficial to us all. And although we're starting a little bit late because sorry for the traffic is a little bit challenging this morning, but here we are, and then we'll be going straight to our topic of discussion because of our time, and we're able to emphasize. I have something interesting to talk to you about when it comes to education, when we get to the educational segment. And of course on tourism, we don't have much, but at least we still have to give you something on tourism. While on entertainment, it's just what has been happening lately in the past week. That's what we're going to be emphasizing on this morning. And like we say, we always start with tourism. But before we start with tourism, we want to know that our program is always an interactive program, which everybody is always welcome to participate. If you are there, if you are listening to us, if you want to join this program, you can reach us on 080-8712-8429. We'll be talking about tourism, entertainment, education, and every other information that will be beneficial. And before we start, I want to just before we start, let me just quickly go on a very short break, very short. And when we come back, we'll take the tourism, what we have for you on tourism this morning. Because I'm sorry, the music is a little bit short, but because of our time, we have to quickly give you what we we have to offer you. And like we say, we are starting with tourism. And although this is not really a news, it's just a word of advice and word of encouragement, which I want to share with us that is listening to us right there. It's festive season. Christmas is fast approaching, and it is well with our country. We know that things are a little bit tough, but my own advice I want to give listeners out there is that, especially for those that are married, that have kids, regardless of the condition we are finding ourselves in, the situation of the country at the moment, let us try to make this Christmas memorable, especially for our kids. Yes, we know things are expensive. Some people may not be able to afford to buy clothes. Some people may not even be able to buy chicken and cow and ram to celebrate Christmas. But I always tell you that Christmas is for a purpose. Christmas is a season of love. It's a season of happiness. It's not necessarily how much you spend that will determine how far your Christmas has gone. But the input you put, the impact you put, especially for your children, let's make it memorable. Even if you're not going to buy new clothes for your kids, even if it's the old clothes, make sure you make it fashionable for them. Then most importantly, make sure you find a way of catching fun with your children. Someone say because there's no money, it's not compulsory you have to spend all the old money. Just look, even if it's just like if you are staying in Lagos, there are some places that you can still visit for free. For example, the Lagos garden, the Alausa garden is always there, it's always open. I don't think they charge anybody for that. Make it a point of duty just once. If it's not on Christmas, maybe before Christmas or after Christmas, let's make it memorable. Just go with your family. You're not going to spend much. You don't even need to buy things. Just cook from home, put it in a small cooler, and just take your Uber or your cab or anything. Go there, sit down with your family, let them feel the impact of Christmas. I remember my childhood days when I was growing up. When it's time for Christmas like this, it's always there's this special feelings that we have. Apart from the clothes, of course, there's competition. You want to know what your neighbor is putting on, but it goes beyond the clothes. It goes beyond the food, because most times, on Christmas Day, when we were growing, we don't even eat at home. Nigeria has turned to something else now. May God help us. But when we were growing up, I remember we always go to neighbor's house, and it's free. Nobody's scared of kidnapper. Nobody's scared of somebody poisoning you. We live like one big family. Then we'll go to a neighbor. I remember we eat. In fact, by the time you go to 3 or 4 places, you are tired of eating. The next thing you are waiting for is money. People will give you some token, and then it's always very, very eventful. But this time around, I don't know, but I don't think it's still happening the way it was when we were growing up. But the family we raise now, because of the security situation in Nigeria, everybody's always indoor. Everybody's always want to be me and my family alone. Some people don't even know their neighbors. It's as bad as that. At least where I stay, I don't think my children have even visited any of the neighbors' house since I've been living there. It's not my fault, but because of the situation of the country now. So you always make sure that your children are always indoor, like our own. If you go from 8 o'clock, maybe it's till 9:30 in the night, we'll be tired, we'll be dirty, we'll be exhausted, but we have our fun to the fullest. We catch our fun outside those days. We play ball, we do everything. But now, children, is either they are on their mother's phone, or they are playing games in the house, or they are watching cartoon. They hardly go out. But we have found ourselves in this situation. Let us try to make it memorable. That's just important. And the most important thing is taking them out. Let them live the comfort of their apartment, their house. Let them see, let them meet, let them interact. Like Yoruba will say, we know things are hot. These are not easy. But the $1 you spend on your child, they always appreciate it more. That's just what I have for tourism. Let us make sure that this, yes, there's Christmas Carol coming up. There's a lot of events coming up. Take them there. Let them see. Let them know that there's beauty in Christmas. Christmas is not an indoor thing. If you have a family you can visit, book an appointment with them. It's not compulsory must be on Christmas Day. Maybe Boxing Day, because I know they will be on the school children will be on holiday. Let them go on vacation. Let them just experience. And with the adults too. This time for us to come together as one big family. Let's organize small get together. Call your friends. You don't have to spend or even if it's just snacks. This one we come with something. You come, 5 or 6 people come together as one family. Let us just sing that Christmas song together. Let us just praise God together. At least we are alive. We saw it. Because if you notice what is happening, there's a lot of depression going on out there. There's a lot of things going on. In fact, the rate of suicide this year in Nigeria, I don't think we've ever experienced it since the emergence of the country called Nigeria. The rate of suicide is so high, and it's really discouraging. But what can we do? Like we have said, things are expensive, we know, but at least we are still alive. We are not in prison. We are not in the hospital bed. And for those that are in hospital bed, God will give you quick recovery. We shall all celebrate this Christmas in happiness. But the bottom line of everything I'm saying is that make sure you are happy, regardless of the situation. Make sure you make yourself happy, make your family happy. And for those that say, no matter what happens, I cannot just go out. Fine, it's okay. We understand. But when you are in the house, make sure it's happy. At least watch movie. Look for something new. You can wake up on Christmas Day, just play some Christmas song, dance with your family, snap picture, just change the mood. I know with that it has been accepted. Your family will know that at least we did something different this time around. Like I said, I don't have much to talk about so I'll be taking the tourism information for us now, and I'm going to be starting with the first one that said demand for cooking gas drop over price hike. I don't even know how to even start this one now. I remember when we have our new president coming in, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, where there was increase in the price of fuel. Even me myself, I can experience it. You don't need to be told. For some time, at least for years, I never enjoy. I don't want to say enjoyment because some people say, "What are you saying?" But I've never seen Lagos Road as free as it was when our president came in. Many people dropped their car. Many people even sold their car. Many people opt for public transport because, in fact, before, if I'm going to office, I spend 1 hour 30 minutes to get to office from my house. I found out that in the next at least 30 minutes, 25-30 minutes, I'm already in the office. It will show that the thing really bites hard on every Nigerian. The same thing is happening in this. I remember when I used to buy gas. God, I used to fill my gas not long ago. I'm not talking of 10 years ago. I'm talking about a few years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago. 5,000, 6,000, I will fill my 12.5 kg gas and I'll use it. But now, as I talk to you now, we all know the price of 12.5 kg. Some places 11,000, some places 12,000. And the sad reality is that, according to projection now, we are getting to know that the development that is coming up now is showing that the price of 12.5 kg cylinder of gas could hit 18,000 by December if government did not take drastic action. These are projections that came out on national dailies for people that are studying the trend. It is that bad. Of course, the price will drop because it's not people that. Those days, I remember, you don't even think about it. Just everybody will come with their gas, 12.5, 7.5. But now you see people buying 2 kg, and I'll be wondering, how long are you going to use 2 kg of gas? You see people buying 1 kg. Some people are not even using gas again. Some people now go to maybe you can't even buy kerosene, so don't just talk about kerosene. Some people are even talking of firewood. Even firewood now is expensive. Charcoal too is becoming so expensive. Now you see charcoal of 500 naira. You can't even fry corn. You can't fry two corn with charcoal 500. It will finish. And I keep wondering what is happening in our country. When did we get here? Government need to do something drastically about this, especially this season, because a lot of cooking, a lot of partying and anything. And imagine you buying gas that you are buying for 5,000, 6,000 for 12.5 kg. You're not going to be buying it as much as 18,000. What do we do? What do we do? At least we shall cook. Abi, it's not everybody that will use firewood. But it is that bad. So, and this thing is not, the reason why this thing is happening, because the depot owner, all this depot, they are blaming the sharp increments of gas to the what? The depreciation of the foreign exchange. So, if you imagine when our FX, foreign exchange is becoming so bastardized, everything is being affected. And that is why we are where we are today. To have for you for the entertainment segment. We are going to go back. I really want to go back to what happened. This one is just yesterday. Yesterday it was our day. It was International Men's Day. Yes, and sincerely me, I even went on social media. I have to post some things because I noticed that we hardly celebrate the men in the house. I can't lie to you. We all know that. Most time you have women, they have more than 10 celebration. You have International Women's Day, Mother's Day, Aunties Day, everything about women. You can count. They have UK version, they have US version, they have Nigerian version. But men, we don't celebrate men, and I don't know why. But thank God, at least we have one for ourselves. We have the International Men's Day, which was held yesterday. And for you that are listening to me, if you're a mother, if you're a wife, and you're listening to me, I know I can bet it that about 80% of our women, even my wife included, I'm not hiding it, they never say Happy Men's Day or Happy International Men's Day to us. Many people did not even. Okay, if you know, I can. If you want to doubt me, call the studio line. If your wife wish you Happy Men's Day, I will give your wife a gift. Yes, I'm throwing the challenge. If you know you are listening, because even my wife, like I said, did not even wake up to say her. Even though she saw it on my status also, I posted it, but nobody will wish us Happy Men's Day. And we are the one carrying bulk of the load. See, men are going through a lot. I cannot lie to you. People always say men are strong. You are the head of the home. What we men are going through, if you open some men's head, you cannot survive 5 minutes inside. The pressure is much. Pressure is too poor. I can't lie. The pressure is high. We're just trying to, thank God we are men. That's why we're just trying to shoulder the effect. Because before you think about, you talk of house rent, you talk about school fees, you talk about feeding. Sometimes we men, we don't take care of ourselves. This is a challenge to our. See, guys, listen, if you're a man, if you're a married man, if you have kids, sometimes let us spoil ourselves. We cannot come and die because of this woman. Look at the statistics. It shows that men, they die before women most time because of our pressure. Let us just give ourselves. Take yourself out. You go and lock yourself somewhere and eat, drink. If you can drink, relax, enjoy that chicken and chips. You cannot kill yourself because problem will never finish. See, your children graduate from university. Even when they graduate from university, they will still be disturbing you. If your wife is not disturbing you, your mother-in-law is disturbing you. If your mother is not calling you, your uncles are calling you, especially if you are a firstborn like us in the family. So what do we want? I always say this thing. I'm using this in fact. I don't mind spending more time on this because it's very important. Let us learn to appreciate the men in our life. I'm talking to the ladies out there. See, we men, we are very easy to understand. We are very easy to satisfy. I'll tell you that if you like, be the most beautiful girl in Nigeria. If you like, do makeup of 100,000 on your face. If you like, wear Brazilian or woman or Peruvian hair of 500,000 or 1 million. We don't see those things, so I'm not lying. Men in the house, if you are listening to, we don't see those things. What a man wants, the easiest way to win a man. I'm a man, I'm speaking from my own personal experience, is just give us that thing they call respect. Love and respect. That's all we want. We don't need your money. If you like, work in World Bank, be the richest woman on earth. If you don't give your man love and respect, you are missing it. That's the only way you can say thank you. That's the only way you can appreciate us. I'm speaking, I hope I'm making sense. Some people, the pressure they give their husband in the house, what we hate most? Competition. Using us to compete with somebody. Look at your neighbor, he just bought the wife iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now look at Mama Kiniko, she's driving Range Rover Sport. Somebody just bought her. You don't do that to a man. There's nothing that kill a man esteem. Because if we have the capacity, we will do it. So we say, but he has money, he doesn't take care of us. Are you taking care of your husband? Let's start from the beginning. The fact that we don't talk, the fact that we always swallow a lot of it doesn't mean we don't have emotions too. How come you have a home, you have a house, and you close from work? The best thing you want to think of is beer. If you give your wife, if you take good care of your husband, you will not think of beer parlor. In fact, you will not be able to wait to get home, because you know that when he gets home, he's coming to meet happiness. Even when he's stressed at work, you know, by the time he's stepping to the gate of the house, the wife will welcome, you know. See, let us pamper us, please. We are somebody's children too. At least pamper us a little bit. We need it. You don't know how it is. You don't know how it carves a man's nerve down when you show them love and appreciation. Not only when you want to collect something from your guy that you know that you call them, you give them names, sweetheart, honey. No, let us make it an habit. Sometimes man will be hungry. Sometimes they will not meet to your expectation. But that doesn't mean, see, I'm telling you this for free. It's a secret I'm telling you now. Don't be surprised when you see your husband getting special attention from outside. Why I say don't be surprised? Because if a woman out there is giving your husband what you cannot give your husband, it's not every man that wants to misbehave. It's not every man that wants to cheat. It's not every man that... Some women just need someone to give them that comfort. When a woman is giving your husband sweet words outside, giving your husband, you know, when are you okay? You know, just showing care and concern, our mind goes towards such person. So please, let's take it as a point of challenge to make our husband happy. For you that have not done it, it's not too late. Today, when a guy comes back from work, prepare that special meal. Do something you have never done before. Let him ask, what is wrong with my wife? Because some people, since they got married, they never even told their husband, I love you. If your husband is at work, take your phone as you are listening to me now. Send a romantic text message, even though you fought in the morning before he left. Do something unusual. Just do some. Buy boxer. Boxer is cheap. Buy singlet. Some people, they never bought anything for their husband since they say I do after that wedding day. Do something different. Sincerely, I'm not, he may be laughing, he may think it's, but just spike something. Just say, honey, I forgot to tell you happy. Just send text message. The love of my life. Start like that. I want to appreciate you for what you have been doing, for taking good care of our children, for taking care of me. I know it's not been easy. I know you are stressed, but don't forget that we appreciate everything you are doing. God bless you, and you always be my hero, and you always be proud of me. And tell me if you send that message, especially for you that have not been doing it before. Do that message and see if your husband will not call you and ask you what happened. You are laughing. Okay, be laughing. You are laughing. I know you are laughing. But do it and see if your husband will not call. Mama Ejima, I never collect salary. That's what you hear from your husband. Because he will think something is wrong. Just say, no, I'm not asking for anything. I don't even want anything. Don't buy anything. Just come home and miss. I just want to hug you. I want to say thank you. Then when you see him come, you know his heart will be beating. What have I done wrong? What happened? And I'm sure my wife needs something. That's why he's doing this. I'm sorry I'm diverging too much, but it's necessary to celebrate us. Then when he comes back from work, just make sure that what you have not done before, do it. Kiss him. You are laughing, you are shy. No, just do it. Do it and see if a guy will not want to know what really happened. And if you ask, if you press for that to know what I'm telling you, yesterday was International Men's Day. And I'm the only man in my life. So let me just appreciate you. And see for the next 1 week what will happen. And don't just do it because of today. Make it an habit. And see if there's not be peace in that house. And see that if he will not come and confess to you what he has been doing, I didn't want to tell you before, things will change. It's not as much as that, but I'll keep that for that. I hope you have learned something. Yes. Then, okay. We're still on the entertainment segment. I'll take 1 or 2 more news because before we go to the education segment, I'll call it a day. The other one I want to say is that, okay, this one, should I call this one a good news? Should I call it a good news? So, okay. They said the fuel price may fall as vessels bet at the ports. What they're trying to say is that there's tendency, I know Nigeria once goes up, don't come down, but this one I think we're having a good news now. They say there's tendency that the petroleum price may reduce, according to what the independent marketer NNPC they are telling us. They said the pump price of petroleum motor spirit, popularly called petrol, may be reduced in filling station operated by independent marketers this week. Following the massive import of PMS by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, that's NNPC Limited, the oil dealers stated on Saturday. So they have told us that there's tendency, like we now have excess supply. I know this Nigerian market, when you have excess supply, there's tendency that the price may come down. Let us keep praying it is true. The price of fuel is not funny at all. I know how much I fuel my car every week. I'm tired of spending $30,000-$35,000 just to fuel a car for a week. It's not funny. It's not, I can't lie to you. It's not funny. You know that we can't stay in there, we have to go out. But if they can't possibly, I know you can't come back to where it was before, but if you can just come down a little bit, we appreciate it, especially this festive period. I know they say gas is going up, petrol is coming down. One should just come down. We appreciate it, but in fact, I'm so much interested in that news. I'll follow up and see how it goes. And if truly it comes down, I'll be the first to share it next week. Because for now, if you look at the price go between 580 to 613, depending on the filling station in Lagos. I don't know. In some other states, they're even selling as far as 670, 680. I have someone that said they used to buy 650 in their area, outside Lagos though. But we can't continue like that. Let's government help us. It's killing us seriously. That fuel price is the one that's affecting every commodity in Nigeria. I know why, because everybody use fuel. If you don't have car, you have generator. So everybody makes use of fuel one way or the other. And it's not supposed to be like that. There was a time I proposed a solution to this thing. See, the reason why these things are affecting us, Nigeria, the fact that they're even selling it for 600 plus, Nigeria still sell one of the cheapest fuel in Africa, in the world. Because I know countries that sell as high as 2,000 naira per liter. Yes. But you know the difference between those people and ours? Do you know that Nigeria, we can sell our fuel for 1,000 naira and 1,500 naira? People will not still complain. You're asking me how? Because everybody's okay, how much are they selling diesel? Who can tell me? This is over 1,000 naira as we speak now. But how many people are complaining? Because I don't have any business with diesel. You don't have any business with diesel. Only people that have big complain, all those Meccano, all those big generators that use diesel. That's why even if they sell diesel for 2,000 naira, nobody will complain, because Nigerians are not too dependent on diesel like petrol. If they want to sell petrol for 1,000, 1,500 and they want Nigerians to buy it, you have to do what is necessary. Number one, the informal people are the ones that are consuming more for the generator. If there's availability of electricity 24/7, 50% of people that are buying fuel will not buy fuel. You know why? Because I don't see the reason why I would need to be buying fuel in my generator. That's number one. If they can give us 24 hours electricity, I can bet you nobody will be complaining about price of fuel. Number two, government, because this is what I'm saying, is what by the grace of God, I'm well traveled, I've been to many countries. In Netherlands, it happened like that. As of 2013, they are selling their fuel for over 2,500 naira, convert to Nigerian money. And I was in that country for almost 11 months. I didn't even know how much they sell fuel, because I don't have business with fuel. My house, there's 24 hours electricity. I have access to free transport. If you're a student, you don't pay for transport anywhere you are going within the city. Your student card will give you access to free transport. So who cares about the fuel? So if government can go as far as creating mass transit at an affordable rate, BRT, when they tried, and they even increased their money back to normal, because before they were trying to slash it 50%. I don't know how true it is, because I don't use BRT. But imagine we have BRT in all of the Lagos states, every angle you are going, every city, every places, and they have a flat rate of, let's say, 200 naira. If you are going from here to Epe, 200 naira. If you are going from here to Yanapaja, 200 naira. If you are going to Songo, anywhere you are going, it's flat rate. And government can achieve this. It's very easy to achieve. What about the CNG cars, the vehicle they are making? What about electric vehicle? They don't even need to buy diesel. If they can import electric vehicles to Nigeria for all those mass transit and make it flat rate, if they increase the fuel to 2,000, 5,000 naira per liter, except you cannot take big BRT, you want to do big boy, go and buy your fuel. But government has given us subsidy in terms of transport, in terms of electricity, because that's the only two things we use fuel for in Nigeria. So if you sell it 1,500 naira per liter, we will not complain, because I will drop my car, I'll go BRT. I know it's flat rate, 2,000 naira, 200 naira anywhere I'm going to in Nigeria. So I'll budget myself. Those are the simple solutions that other countries are imbibing, and it's helping their economy big time. Let me stop in that because of our time. I think I have to leave this entertainment and go to education because of our time. But before that, let me just quickly add this last one that really caught my attention. They said, okay, let me see, what's the name of this person? Okay, everybody have been hearing about this issue of Mohbad case, Mohbad this, that. A lot has been happening. In fact, nobody will tell me it's not abreast of what is happening, because everything is always on social media. But the one that happened latest this last week that really caught my attention was Mohbad's dad, popularly known as Joseph Aloba, that's Mohbad's dad, is making a very frantic warning that nobody should take Mohbad's body without my permission. Because I heard it that some people are trying to go and bury him. They're trying to do, I don't know, case is still going. I don't know if they finished with the case. Autopsy, we've not heard the reason, the outcome. We are not, it's just like as if we are in the dark. We've even heard that they've released what's the name? Larry, Sam Larry, and this other guy. What's his name? They have been released. Naira Marley and Sam Larry, they've been released. I don't know if it's on bail. I don't know if they have been cleared. I don't know. I didn't follow up to that extent, but I think I'm still following up with this news. But some people are really talking of going to bury the boy. Why? When the investigation, and even if you have to bury the boy, are you not supposed to collect permission from the rightful person? The parents are still the bona fide, they have still have authority over his corpse. So why would somebody go and be thinking of going to go and take the corpse to go and bury? For what purpose? What kind of stupid, I'm sorry I use that word, what type of befitting burial are they giving him? Let everything, why we're not in a rush, let them follow up to the letter. Let us have a blueprint, as in a final verdict on this issue before anybody start talking of maybe claiming the cops and doing another thing. So I wouldn't want to go more on that. I'll stop as in that aspect. Then we can now go on education. But before we go on the education, we'll quickly go on a very short break. When we come back, we'll go on education.
Every